Breaking right now, an active police scene. Take a look here tonight at the Fry's near Baseline and 51st Avenue. Multiple police cars and crime scene tapes surround that parking lot, as you can see. Right now, details are limited that are being released, but we will keep you updated. Obviously, you can see plenty of patrol officers there. It looks like a little bit of traffic is moving through the area, but a significantly large area roped off to the public so that police can continue their investigation. We'll keep you updated on the latest on 12news.com. Welcome to 12 News at 10 o'clock on this Saturday night. I'm Rachel Cole. It was a record-breaking day for heat here in the Valley for our viewers and everybody alike. Meteorologist Chris Dunn has been tracking these weather impact alert days for us. And Chris, the whole forecast is just riddled with them.
Yeah, pretty much the entire forecast, except for one day in the 7-day forecast. We have a whole string of high heat days on the way. Extreme heat, even for desert standards. Today's 114, for example, that's a record high. The normal 106, we blew right by that, and the old record 113, that was set back in 2011. And right now, at this hour, the 10 o'clock hour, it's still 100 degrees in Phoenix, 99 Avondale, 96 in Surprise, and 92 in Apache Junction. 100 at 10 o'clock. That's kind of my measure, my unofficial measure of if it's really hot weather in the valley, is still 100 at 10 p.m. Our extreme heat warning, in case you didn't join us earlier or you haven't heard, that now goes from right now all the way through Friday. So we're talking Sunday, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, there's a whole string of them. Extreme heat. Dangerous heat, daytime highs 112 to 117, but it's not just the highs in the afternoon. It's the lows in the morning, not much recovery overnight. So our lows right around 90 degrees. Take it easy, avoid the heat of the day, and stay hydrated. The culprit for all this high heat is a really strong ridge of high pressure that's going to set up shop over Arizona and New Mexico, especially Wednesday into Thursday. That is going to be the peak of the heat. I'll show you how hot it's going to get and if we'll see any sign of the monsoon coming up.
New at 10 o'clock, a woman in critical condition after being rescued from a trail east of the valley. It happened near Gold Canyon on the Peralta Trail. We're told she was hiking with a partner who called for help, saying she was unconscious. The woman was carried off the trail and taken to the hospital to be treated. Officials say they believe it was heat related. A driver arrested after sparking what's now being called the Kirkland Fire. The 750-acre fire started yesterday afternoon near Baghdad Road, close to two communities in Yavapai County. Officials telling us the man crashed his truck into an embankment, blowing out a tire, and then continued to drive nearly 3 miles toward his house. The sparks from the rim started several fires along the road. That then caused set evacuation status for people living in that area. The man was arrested for reckless burning and endangerment and DUI. So far, no containment on that fire.
Fire spread has been really tough to combat. When a fire grows, there are 3 things that go into it. The first is the weather, and that's the piece that's been really against us. We've had historically dry conditions for almost 10 days now, except that small window we had yesterday.
Yeah, firefighters continue to battle massive wildfires at the Grand Canyon. At the same time, an extreme heat warning is in effect for the area through Tuesday. Those dry conditions, as you heard Chris talking about, the terrain and the fuel causing the flames to quickly spread on these very hot days. Firefighters say sending out burning embers a mile ahead in certain conditions. And one of the other fires, the Dragon Bravo fire, is the largest wildfire in the country right now and continuing to grow at this hour. The fire has burned more than 114,000 acres along the Grand Canyon's north rim. Officials say it's hovering around 11% containment, up from 8% yesterday. Several buildings, though, on the north rim, including the historic Grand Canyon Lodge, have been destroyed. For the very latest on fire conditions and wildfires that surface, download the 12 News app. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen, and it'll take you to our continuing coverage. Tonight, Valley prosecutors are revealing more about a potential motive in the murder of a pregnant teenager. The father of her child now sits inside the Maricopa County Jail. 12 News journalist Sean Rice here now with those emerging details for us tonight. Sean.
Hey, Rachel, this is just a terrible case. And 16-year-old Zariah Dodd was 22 weeks pregnant when Phoenix police say she was murdered at the hands of the father of her child. That man is 36-year-old Jarrell Davis. And when he appeared late last night for the very first time in front of a Maricopa County judge, prosecutors revealed the teen was likely killed to prevent her from having that child. As those who knew and loved Zariah Dodd gathered at Maryview Park Friday night,
Gerald Davis, 92688.
her alleged killer stood in front of a judge.
There are allegations that you committed murder in the first degree.
In that hearing, prosecutors with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office outlined some of the evidence against Jarrell Davis. They revealed that Dodd was awaiting completion of a forensic interview with police. That's an interview that could have led to Davis facing charges for sexual misconduct with a minor.
There was a DNA test also done on the unborn child. That DNA test did confirm that the suspect is the father of that unborn child.
Phoenix police say Dodd left the group home in Surprise, where she was living, on the night of July 4th to go meet up with Davis. Dodd would not return to her group home that night, and her body was found at Maryview Park in West Phoenix the next day by a man who was walking his dog. She was found with a gunshot wound to her head, according to prosecutors. Another man, 18-year-old Jacry James Gillette, has also been charged in connection with Dodd's murder. His exact involvement has not yet been disclosed, though prosecutors do say that he was dating Dodd around the same time that she was killed.
I'm still waiting to say for someone to tell me that she's in witness protection, or she's hiding somewhere.
Richel and Fox, Zariah's former kinship caregiver, remembers the young soul as funny, smart, and intelligent. A teen and her unborn child lost far too soon. 2 counts of first-degree murder. That's 1 count for Dodd and another count for allegedly killing her unborn child. Both men are currently being held inside the Maricopa County Jail on $1 million cash-only bonds. Rachel.
Sean, thank you for the latest on that complex story. We appreciate it. Phoenix police now looking for a suspect in a shooting in North Phoenix that left one man seriously hurt. They say he was shot around 9 o'clock this morning near I-17 in Deer Valley. He's currently recovering in the hospital. Officers, though, are asking you to call Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS with any information on that incident. Tonight, more than 50 animals rescued from a property in Rio Verde. We want to take you live out to that scene. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office says some of those animals rescued were camels, peacocks, horses, even a zebra. As you can see there, they're currently working on this particular incident. We're getting a live look from our photojournalists out there on the scene. Again, this is in Rio Verde. Officials tell us they brought in more than 2,000 gallons of water to help out those animals. Listen.
So about 1 o'clock, the deputies got a call of animals on the property with no water and no food. And so one of the patrol deputies responded, and he did a quick survey of the property and saw there was absolutely no water for any of these animals and no food. So he quickly called our animal cruelty unit, and the detectives responded. They did a quick survey and obtained a search warrant so we can come on the property legally and confiscate the animals eventually, which is what we're doing right now.
Gosh, it's just so awful to see so many of those animals in poor condition, especially with so many rescues that step in when we do see wildfires in that area. In total, they rescued 25 horses, 1 zebra, 2 camels, 3 peacocks, 5 rams, 11 goats, hang with me, 1 bull, 4 tortoises, and a cockatoo. So good thing the Sheriff's Office is out there. How about this? A litter of kittens has been rescued in the West Valley. Take a look at some of these pictures from the Buckeye Fire Department. They say the kittens were heard crying from deep inside a pipe in the area. 2 days ago, Good Samaritans were able to rescue 3, but 1 was still stuck. But crews were called in to rescue the 4th kitten 15 feet into that pipe. All the animals doing okay tonight.